The Catholic, Orthodox, Assyrian Church of the East, and Coptic Church all claim to be the one true, original, holy Christian apostolic church. And the fact is they kind of slander Bible-believing Christians and say that, once you start trying to read the Bible and understand it for yourself, as if God can't clearly explain reality through the Bible, then you basically get subjectivism, right? And then that's where secularism, the Protestant Reformation, and all that stuff comes from. Well, I'm here to tell you that actually it's the so-called apostolic churches, which is a nice marketing ploy, by the way, that breeds secularism and subjective morality. Because you know what all those churches have in common? They all have abolished God's commandments. Yeah, and so what is your standard for morality if you get rid of God's commandments? What does the Bible say? I know that's anathema to you guys, just how anyone who isn't in your church is anathema to your own councils, right? And yet you play happy to push up recruitment numbers as if you guys all don't believe the other one's going to hell in your actual councils. But the thing is 1 John says that sin is transgression of the law. Jesus said he did not come to destroy the law, but to fulfill it, to do it, to preach it, essentially, is what that means in Greek. In the book of Revelation, it says the saints are those who have the faith in Jesus and keep the commandments of God. Paul repeatedly praises the law despite your best attempts to twist his words. Because if your definition and 99% of churches' definition of Paul is correct, then the Bible contradicts itself. Because on one hand, Paul says the law is good, and then on the other hand, you have out of context verses which in your opinions contradict what he said earlier. But if you take it in context of the whole scriptures, then it makes perfect sense. And that is that you shouldn't create idols, you shouldn't talk to the dead, you shouldn't eat pork, you should keep the Sabbath and not replace it with Sunday, which is nowhere in the scriptures. You can't find any justification for that. And if you say there's no reinforcement of the Sabbath in the New Testament, then you haven't read the New Testament, or you don't understand it and you're reading through a lens of antinomianism, which is someone who preaches against God's law. So I really encourage you to grow some and read the Bible for yourself and see what it actually says without a lens, without your critical race theory lens, which is basically what the apostolic churches are to Christianity and the Protestant Reformation are to Christianity. All right, so let God be true and every man a liar, including Papa Rome, as the Orthodox and Catholics call him. Seek discernment. Bye.